At this point in 2020, if you looked in the sky tomorrow and saw a big gas Death Star looking mother, what do you think your first thought would be? Seems about right. This must be Thursday. I never could get the hang of Thursdays. Oh god, it is Thursday. Damn it. The Douglas Adams reply thread is, backhand index finger pointing up, fat away. It's all good. The Rebel Alliance has the plans to destroy it. Oh goody, can't wait for radioactive chunks of Death Star to rain down across the planet. Wait. The Death Star was nuclear powered? Dunno, but we'd have to nuke it out of orbit, so fallout and that. We waited for Noah to get the boat and he arrived with a Death Star. Upgrade people, upgrade. Funny story. About a week or so ago I was working the night my shift at my retail job. I'd gone outside to take the bins out and I saw something I'd never seen before flying through the sky. I truly thought it was a missile or something similar and that the end was coming. I shrugged my shoulders, finished putting the bin out and went back inside to ring up some customers. When I finished my shift 2 hours later and the world hadn't ended, I just kinda went hug. Saw it in the news the next day. Turned out to be space junk ray entering the atmosphere. Now I know that when I honestly think I'm going to die, I'm that cynical about the state of things that I just go, that seems about right, and carry on with my day. So you thought it was a missile and you shrugged your shoulders. What else was I supposed to do? If it was close enough to see, there was nothing I could do that stop it, and my husband was home sleeping with the dogs. I'd rather him die in his sleep not knowing it was coming, so yeah, I shrugged and went back inside. No use panicking people if it's all about to end and no one can do anything about it. True, and I agree. It's just that most people wouldn't have the same reaction XD. This is something that Hollywood always gets wrong. Most people underreact to sudden crises. They look at other people around them for cues on how to behave, and nobody wants to be the first to freak out and appear scared, even when there's good reason to be scared. A few years ago I went bungee jumping. The marshals are a fun bunch of guys and it's basically one big party on the bridge. I suppose to keep from getting bored, they occasionally mess with people. When it was my turn to jump, they counted me down like this: 3, 2, 1, No wait. Only thing is, I'd already jumped. So the last thing I heard were these guys freaking out. It's just their way of camping up the adrenaline for the jumper. But did it work? Instead of screaming or flailing, I just went limp and thought to myself, well, I guess this is it. It's over for me. And then the rope sprung me back up. I was like, oh. Guess I'm alright then. Either the alien overlords accidentally released the December event too early, or I don't even want to know what happens next month. They released it too soon, because management wanted their bonus for beating the deadline. The weapons aren't actually functional yet and there are a bunch of bugs, so every few weeks we'll see the laser starting to power up and then just not fire. This up. People would become desensitized to the cycle of fear watching it almost fire over and over. Stock market would continue to push all-time highs. And, in the end, isn't that what really matters? We tried so hard, and got so far, but in the end, only the stocks really matter. Onin. Oh Dutch. Oh. Ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang. Finally. At long last salvation is upon us. You may think this is suffering. Oh, no. It is salvation. Smile. For even in death, you have become children of Thanos. Squidward. I'm sorry, Earth is closed today. Yeah, you better pack it up and get out of here. That's no moon. It's a space station. Big frown. It's too big to be a space station. Ah, it's your mother. Ah, it's your mother's ass. Just the one round cheek. Look, the social distancing has caused such a reduction in pollution the death stat is visible again. Space is healing. We are the virus. Virus is healing. We are the space. We are the healing. Space is the virus. Healing we are. Virus is the space. Are we is space healing the virus. Just deadpan, that's it? I thought it'd be bigger. You might prefer Starkiller Base. That was much bigger. Right? But it was just a planet that they put some hardware in. That's no space station. It's a moon. Checks watch, yeah. Seems about right on schedule. On brand for 2020. Oh, don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall. Yep. Sharp rocks at the bottom most likely. Bring it on. Welp, they certainly have the high ground. But from their view we have the high ground. Well then you are lost. I hate you. Incinerates more. You were my brother Anakin. Looks up. Met 2020 I guess. Go ahead and pull the trigger Motherfrikers and put us out of our misery already. Go ahead. Do it. Rick Sanchez. He's asked, hasn't he? Do it. Do it. Of course that would be next. Time to grab my towel and stick out my thumb. The ships hung in the sky in much the same way that bricks don't. In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and was widely regarded as a bad move. They rounded the foot of the Quinchulas Quasga Mountains, and there was the message written in blazing letters along the crest of the mountain. There was a little observation vantage point with a rail built along the top of a large rock facing it, from which you could get a good view. It had a little pay telescope for looking at the letters in detail, but no one would ever use it, because the letters burned with the divine brilliance of the heavens and would, if seen through a telescope, have severely damaged the retina and optic nerve. They gazed at God's final message in wonderment, and were slowly and ineffably filled with a great sense of peace, and of final and complete understanding. Fenchurch sighed. Yes, she said, that was it. They had been staring at it for fully 10 minutes before they became aware that Marvin, hanging between their shoulders, was in difficulties. The robot could no longer lift his head, had not read the message. They lifted his head, but he complained that his vision circuits had almost gone. They found a coin and helped him to the telescope. He complained and insulted them, but they helped him look at each individual letter in turn. The first letter was a W, the second an E. Then there was a gap. An A followed, then a P, an O and an L. Marvin paused for a rest. After a few moments they resumed and let him see the O, the G, the I, the S and the E. The next two words were for and the. The last one was a long one, and Marvin needed another rest before he could tackle it. It started with an I, then N, then a C. Next came an O and an N, followed by a V, an E, another N and an I. After a final pause, Marvin gathered his strength for the last stretch. He read the E, the N, the C and at last the final E, and staggered back into their arms. I think, he murmured at last, from deep within his corroding rattling thorax, I feel good about it. The lights went out in his eyes for absolutely the very last time ever. Luckily, there was a stall nearby where you could rent scooters from guys with green wings. I guess it's long enough that anyone who reads to the end without having read it before is only getting what they asked for. Can't explain it, but that's easily my favorite quote from Hitchhiker's Guide that I use almost daily. Probably the same thing as all the petunias. Oh no, not again. I wonder if it'll be friends with me? Hello ground. Gentlemen, synchronize your death watches. I want the bucket. I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days. Dear God. Seduce me. And here we go again. So there's June. I'm not even supposed to be here today. I would like to unsubscribe from 2020. It's the best of year. This is fine. Just hope magic space wizards are around. Crosses square bingo. Is this going to happen before or after the murder hornets take over? You're all clear, kid. Oh, it's beautiful. You're all late. They really overdid the budget on this Space Force marketing campaign. Size frick this, I'm going inside. You're not supposed to be here till June. I hate to break this to you, but it's June already. Carry on then. You can fire when ready. It's May. No, it's June. That's why we're here.